Right, shining stars. I have my four-leaf clover earrings from the Target, and I have my St. Patrick's Day bling. So I figured that I could read you a St. Patrick's Day story called Fiona's Luck by Teresa Bateman, illustrations by Kelly Murphy. And what I would like to do is once you've listened to me read this story to you today on our holiday, you can submit in the assignment tab what you think the theme of this fiction story is. A quick reminder that theme is the lesson that you learn from this story or the lessons that the characters learn. Okay, so I'm going to get my face out of the way and I will dive into reading. Fiona's Luck. Once luck was as free to be had in Ireland as sunlight, and just as plentiful. It filled the air, and anyone could grab a handful of it as the need arose. This was largely due to the leprechauns, for they made luck like cows made milk. Then the big folk arrived in Ireland. They were so large the luck clung to them wherever they went. Something will have to be done, the king of the leprechauns declared. We can't have those huge people soaking up all of the luck. What would be left for us? So, under the king's orders, the leprechauns wove fine golden thread into magical nets. Then, late one midsummer's eve, when the luck was at its height, they swept it up and sorted it all in an oak chest by the king's throne, so he could distribute it where and when he chose. But the leprechauns had been too thorough. They not only scooped up all of the leprechaun luck, but any other luck that had been floating about as well. The land of Ireland fell into a time of great misfortune. Hens gave no eggs, and cows would not let down their milk. The potatoes rotted in the ground. Now it happened that in Ireland there lived a woman named Fiona. She knew the lack of luck had to be the work of the leprechauns, so it followed that they alone could restore good fortune to the land. But getting luck back from a leprechaun would be like squeezing water from a stone. Not that it can't be done, but it usually requires more strength than you're apt to have. Sometimes cleverness, though, is worth more than strength. So Fiona took her coins and used them to buy a cow and some chickens. Then, every morning and evening, she would take that cow into the barn. When she emerged, she would be carrying two buckets slopping over with whiteness. Hey, she's a fine cow, Fiona would say to any who asked. It's lucky I am to have her. Soon the rumors began. While others were short on luck, Fiona had pails of it. Every morning Fiona would go into the chicken coop and emerge with her covered basket bulging with curves. The hens seemed contented, she commented to her neighbors. It's lucky I am to have them. Soon the rumors spread. While others were short on luck, Fiona had baskets of it. Then Fiona began digging in her garden and filling her wheelbarrow with round dirt-covered lumps. It's not a good year for potatoes, Fiona said to all who passed. Still, I'm lucky to have what I have. Now the rumors had wings. While others were short on luck, Fiona had wheelbarrows full of it. Naturally, word of this unexpected luck made its way to the Leprechaun King. One day Fiona was walking across a green meadow when she suddenly found herself surrounded by a small crowd of the fair folk. In a trice they grasped the hem of her skirt and ran around her in a circle. She turned to keep the skirt from wrapping around her knees, and as she turned, the landscape blurred. When it sharpened again, Fiona found herself beneath the earth in the throne room of the Leprechaun King. Dun dun dun! It was a glorious cavern, with the rich tapestries hanging against tall granite walls, and the floor cobbled entirely of jewels. Torches and candlelight made everything sparkle, and music filled the air. In front of Fiona stood the throne, and on the throne sat the Leprechaun King. He beckoned to her. Fiona approached, her eyes scanning the room for the missing luck. She was sure as smoke loves fire that the king would be keeping it close to himself. As she curtsied, she spied the oak chest. It was glowing slightly, sealed by the spell, since everyone knows that no lock can hold luck for long. "What would you be wanting of me?" Fiona asked politely. The king scowled. "Where are you getting your luck? Who's been giving it to you, and why?" he demanded.